My name is Stella Kidera. I'm a volunteer serving in Lairang'i community in Meru County. The motivation to join CorpsAfrica as volunteer is because I wanted a chance to help my country. I wanted the chance to help my country people. It's always been a desire of mine. I always used to sit and look back and see how other people are coming into my country to help my country. And looking back, I was like, I have the knowledge, I have the skills, I've gone to school, I've studied this, and no one can know my home better than I do. So when I found the chance and the place where I will be able to serve my community and also learn and grow along the way, I was more than delighted. So when I joined CorpsAfrica, first of all, I didn't know that when you're going to serve, you're placed alone in an entire community, and that is an entire sub-location. So at first, when I got to find that out, I was a bit nervous and a bit skeptical, because I was like, how, me being a city girl, how am I going to really survive and navigate knowing that I really don't have any experience? But just psyching myself up and believing in myself and knowing that just because I haven't been able to experience something does not really mean that I won't really be able to do it. So having that positive mindset and going to the community, at first, yes, I could see like a bit of those things that are going to be challenging, because my community is a dry area, it's semi-arid, so it involves a lot of walking around because people own huge pieces of land. So moving from one house to the other, it's a very long distance. So getting used to that walking, at first I used to get a lot of headaches, because you can imagine you're walking long distances under the hot sun. But slowly by slowly I started adjusting and also learning just ways where I can be able to cope.
Kwa majina ninaitwa Jedia Mutiga Matoi. Upande ya kwangu, kwa sababu ni mtoto na alikuwa akiwa mgeni na kuna mahali alikuwa anajua, mimi nilichukua hii sukani, natumia gari yangu na mpeleka kila mahali anaenda kwa kikundi, mpaka natembeza yeye, napeleka kwa hii sub-location yote vile iko hii ya Lairang'i, nampeleka kwa vikundi. Tunajua hata vikundi wakati mnakutana, tunaenda, nampeleka asubuhi, narudi, na muacha huko mpaka saa hii. Karibu yeye kujua hata Lairang'i kuliko hata mimi, kwa sababu kila sasa hata mboma ametembea.
So our project identification process started with a community mapping exercise where we called community members and then we grouped them into the individual villages. After that, they each got to draw a map of their villages and they identified the assets that they had. And during this process, really encouraged the community that in as much as they feel that they're under-resourced, there's something that they have. You cannot sit and say that there's nothing that you have. So we really motivate them to sit and even look deep and identify anything that they have over there. They feel that it is something that is beneficial to the community. And once they did that, we came to a consensus that my community was in dire need of an economic empowerment project. So they wanted to really increase their income. In my community, a household, has an income of 1,000 Kenya shillings per month, and that is 12,000 annually. You can already tell that this is not really enough to be able to meet all the needs that you have, especially with parents who have children who are in school and they need to pay school fees. So they say that they needed something to increase their income so that they can be able to meet all their needs. So after that, that's what we came up with. And now we came and started discussing, so what is this thing that you can be able to do and that you can be able to sustain? And as I said, my area is dry, but we have a lot of acacia trees and we have a very conducive environment for beekeeping. So that's how the project came up. So sustainability was a key thing when we were actually discussing and looking at what project that we want to actually sit and actualize in our community. So the first thing that is going to ensure sustainability is that this project was developed under a community-based organization with a very able committee and leadership. So this is going to keep the community members and the project accountable. There's someone to come and ask questions, there's someone who is in charge, and there's someone who's actually leading the community and leading this project. And also the committee has also gone through project management classes and also monitoring and evaluation classes to ensure that they're going to really be able to keep this project going. Another thing is that we have the market for this honey, and especially right now there's a lot of market for pure honey, and that's what we're going for. So the natural pure honey, once we get it, we have a lot of market around. We are also looking for market and also contacting people from all around to just ensure that once we've harvested, we're really going to meet our target and we're going to sell the honey. And another thing is that the community has actually owned the project. This is what they actually wanted to do. So when you give the community what they want and not what you've come and imposed on them, they will have that motivation to really continue with this project. They'll do whatever it can to make sure that they sustain it and they maintain it, because this is something that they love and they're the ones who actually chose it. So with those three key things, I know we'll be in a very good spot to just ensure that we keep the project sustainable. And also me, in as much as I'm going to exist this community, I'm still going to do my own follow-up, because now these are my people, this is my second home, and I really want to see them and move from the level that they were at to just go a little bit higher, So I'm also going to do my due diligence to follow up with them and to just make sure and to keep them accountable and to make sure that this project is going to become a success and just hold their hands. Our beekeeping project is going to have a huge impact in the community. As I said, it's going to increase the income in households by 30%. So this will enable these parents to be able to meet these needs that were lacking. They'll be able to pay school fees for their children. They'll be able to provide all the basic needs for their children, and they'll be able to just improve the quality of their lives holistically. They're also going to learn a lot of beekeeping skills. We have planned to just do a lot of trainings, because our apiary, we've equipped it with so many things that we need all the necessary accessories to do the beekeeping project. And now they're going to be taught how to use them. They're going to be taught how to do beekeeping, that they can also, through the project, they can also be able to do the beekeeping on a small scale in their individual homes and in the individual villages. So it's really going to help them. Through that, we're also going to do a lot of financial literacy classes where my community is going to learn how to manage their finances. So with all this, the community is just going to gain holistically.
Na upande wa hii mradi, tukipata hii ile tukifuna tupate pesa, tunaweza saidia hata watoto kama wale wanashindwa na elimu, wanashindwa na kwenda shule, tunaweza wasaidia. Tunaweza nunulia hata members, kama ni mbuzi inakuwa ni project, hata yeye aanze kufanya kwake kulingana na vile tutainuka. Na ombi letu, hii mradi, hii ni mwanzo. Kwa hii mradi, hii ni mwanzo. Tunaanza hata na hiyo biha kama 20, na hii ni mwanzo. Sasa kutoka hapo, wakati tunaanza kufuna ile pesa tunaanza kupata, sasa tunaanza miradi ingine, sio mradi ya kuisha, ni mradi wa kuishi maisha. Hata sisi tukitoka, wengine wanaendelea.
My experience serving in the community has been nothing short of wholesome and beautiful. I came into a community where people did not know me, they didn't know where I came from, but they really embraced me. If there's a time in my life where I have felt immense love, has been really serving in this community. They loved me, they accepted me from the word go as their own. They cared for me through and through. And during my whole service, there's not really a single point where I came to that point where I wanted to give up, or I faced a lot of hardship because of the people that I had there. Everywhere, from the children to the elderly, they all embraced me, and I've had a very beautiful journey. I actually thought that I was the one who was going to come and really teach them a lot of things, but they've also been able to teach me a lot of things and really impact me, And one of the biggest things that I actually came to learn, it really shifted my mindset around impact, what impact is. For a lot of us humanitarians, we really look at impact as doing these huge tangible things, coming to a place, doing these huge things, that people, when they come, they can be able to say, and you really think and you tell yourself this is something that is impactful. But I actually came to learn that impact, there's not really one way to sit and describe impact, Like, impact is extremely relative. That sometimes it might really come and do that huge thing of maybe putting up a school, building people a polytechnic, but sometimes it's just being kind to people. It's going to that elderly woman's house who rarely gets visits, and sitting down with her and eating with her and doing chores with her, and really seeing that joy, that thing that you've done for her, it will forever be embedded in her heart, and that for her has made the hugest impact than any other thing that you would have come into and given her. So it has really shifted my mindset on impact and really just how to just be nice and kind to people, and that has really been great. To my community, I'd just like to tell you thank you from the bottom of my heart. You people have been nothing short of a family to me, a second home, a home away from home. Thank you for holding my hand. Thank you for every single time I came and I knocked at your doors, you opened them wholeheartedly. Thank you for feeding me. Thank you for holding my hand. Thank you for really allowing me to come into your space. Thank you for trusting me enough to welcome me into your midst. Thank you for trusting me enough with your children. I've done a lot of activities around the children. Thank you enough for trusting me. Thank you for being there for me. And the impact that you've had, the imprints that you've imprinted on my heart, I'm really not going to forget it. And I pray for blessings for you people. And I just pray that one day I am going to come and see that we have gone to a different level and that your lives have really improved. And I wish you all the best. And I want you to know that this is not a goodbye. This is a see you later, because I will be coming and seeing you and visiting you. And now I am part of you. And you can.
Mimi nataka kumwambia asante sana kwa ile kitu ametufanyia, na nimwambia kata kama anaenda, Mungu amsaidie mahali anaenda kote, na hata ile kazi anataka Mungu ampee, na tunajua Mungu atampea kwa ile kazi yake amefanyia community ya Lairang'i.
To my future CorpsAfrica volunteers, I'd like to tell you that you're going to go on a very beautiful journey. You know, it is going to really test everything that is in you. It is going to test your resilience. It is going to test your heart for your community. It's going to test your heart for your country. And it is really going to test your capabilities. But all in all, it is going to be wholesome, it is going to be beautiful, and it is going to be worth it. All I just have to sit and advise you is that, first of all, it is okay when you're going through this journey and you have these moments of doubt, where you feel like, am I really going to make it? Those difficult moments where you feel like should I just park and call my program coordinator and tell her I'm ready to go home? But all in all, it is going to be worthwhile. You'll have those moments, but remember, it's not a bad service, it's just a bad day, and everything is going to be fine. I just want to encourage you and to tell you, just to take a shot, you know, give yourself that chance and give yourself grace when you're going through this journey, and I promise you it is going to be beautiful. And I just want to wish you all the best.